Halong Bay is one of the most beautiful natural sights of Vietnam. Old motor-driven wooden barges wait for tourists getting off the bus, and then balancing on teetering planks, they climb onto one barge after another until they get to the one assigned to them. The name means Landing Dragon's Bay, and according to a very old legend, when strangers attacked the country, a dragon mother couldn't watch the suffering of the people living here, so she flew in from the sky to offer help. According to the legend, invaders once came here on white sailing boats, destroying pagodas, houses, and gardens, and wanted the Vietnamese to be yoked. Up in the sky, the dragon felt sorry for them and landed. She scattered the bay with pearls, which turned into jade stones in the water. The stones shattered the fleet, and then when she was out of stones, she stood in the way of the boats with her body. So she was able to rescue the people living here, who respect the dragon that the bay was named after. Fishermen say it occurs at hazy dawn that curious dragon heads rise out of the waves. But scientists think the islands arose 500 million years ago when the surrounding mountains sank into the sea. The height of these limestone cones is about 50 to 200 meters, and this is the largest sea karst formation. The limestone cones of various shapes are worn away by erosion and salty seawater, so they're always changing throughout the decades and centuries. Romantic coasts form a border to the small islands, and in the cliffs, countless caves hollowed by wind and water can be found. There are also dazzling limestone cliffs and bare bluffs, but most of them are covered by green flora. Because they have a sugarloaf shape, they aren't suitable for building houses, so they've been able to remain intact. In the bay, we coast alongside floating villages. The small huts were built on poles because the fishermen working here didn't find a horizontal area suitable for building houses. The people living here have done the same thing every day for centuries. The huts are furnished modestly: rush carpets for sleeping or hammocks, some chairs, a small cooker, and fishing equipment. Here and there, the sounds of a TV or radio working by battery are audible through the slits in the bamboo walls. From the wooden mole of the harbor, steep stairs lead up to the dripstone cave called Hang Sum Sot, which consists of 2 big rooms. It's true, though, that the first one is 30 meters high. In the second room, called Cheerful Castle, we can see dripstones shaped like humans and animals. As the flickering light infiltrates through the side entrances, we feel as if the fairy creatures around us were coming to life. The dripstones hanging from the ceiling are called stalactites. Those on the ground are stalagmites. They grow extremely slowly, but if they meet, they create a lace-like wall. Landing Dragon's Bay is only 150 kilometers from Hanoi, but because of bad roads, the journey may take 5 hours. This nature reserve joined the list of the World Heritage in 1994. Several films have been shot here. Maybe this is even the most well-known place of the country. There are few such spectacular landscapes in the world. Only Phang Nga in Thailand can rival with Halong. A geologist writes, the remainders of the limestone terrace, which sank because of crustal movements and plate tectonics and were flooded, rise out of the water, forming fantastic island hills. The solvent action of the extremely abundant annual 3,000 to 5,000 millimeters of precipitation, the wash of the sea, and the abrasion created special cliff formations and huge caves in the limestone. The coasts of the tiny islands are meshed by mangrove moors. But most tourists make do with the grand view. The only big inhabited island of Halong Bay is Cat Ba. Over 20 years ago, its whole area was proclaimed a national park. While walking on the island along mangrove woods, watercourses and waterfalls, we can observe the island's exotic birds.